Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, what I figured I'd do is I'd sort of go over the ultimate noob guide to starting in Splinterlands. And Splinterlands is like a crypto play to win, pay to win. I don't know what you're going to call it, but it's a kind of a crypto NFT based game. And in order to play in any meaningful way, it's going to basically cost you, I'd say, about $20 to get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to splinterlands.com and you want to sign up. And once you sign up, there'll be an option to buy a spellbook for $10. And you can pay for the spellbook with PayPal or crypto. And if you're like me and you're basically a noob when it comes to crypto, you pay with PayPal. Now, once you pay with PayPal, what you can do is the easiest way, I think, for getting started is what I want to show you. So what you can do is you basically go up here and you can buy credits. Now, the interesting thing about buying credits is credits are another thing you can buy where you don't have to delve into the world of crypto. And so, like, I'm going to buy $10 worth of these coins, just to show you what's going on. Now, I'm going to pause it so I don't have to go through the whole thing of punching in all my PayPal info, etc. So I'm going to pause it, and then when we get back, I'll show you post buying the credits. Okay. Now, I've gone through and I bought $10 worth of the credits. Now, one thing you should know is, like, when you click on the PayPal button, what it did for me was it asked me to verify my identity, and I chose to use my driver's license. And it basically asks you to take a picture of your driver's license and take a selfie and verify that you are you. So there are steps involved. So now once you have some credits, what I recommend doing is you're now able to engage in battles. And so what happens is as you level up as you go through your battles and as you level up, you can basically finish your daily quests. So let's see the details of this particular quest. Win 5 rank battles with the Earth Splinter and 1 loot chest. Okay, that stuff's fine. So what I recommend you do is you take your $10 worth of credits and you go to the market. Now, what you can do in the market is, this is where this game is a bit different from normal. You can rent cards. And so what you need to play the game is you need a good summoner, and then you need a couple of cards that have a bit of oomph to them. So we need to do a forest. We need to do the Earth Splinter. So what we should do is, let's just do a quick test with how to do a battle. So what you do is you engage in a battle, and I'm not going to learn. I'm going to play a ranked battle. So you can play how to play a practice battle. Actually, let's do a practice battle. So if you want to do a practice battle, it's going to pair you up, and there's various tips and stuff as you're going through. Now, it may take a minute or two to pair up your match. It actually goes much faster seeking a ranked match. And actually what we could do is we could try a ranked match maybe, if this doesn't match us up. Okay, so it matches up pretty quick. Okay, so now stuff you need to be aware of. There's a countdown timer that counts down as it waits for you to make a deck. You have the rules for the battle right here, which is, in this case, standard, no rules. And then you have a mana cap of 21. So you can create your team out of 21 mana. So we go to create team. Now first what you got to do is you have to select your summoner. And the summoner determines what, for example, what your element that you're going to play is. Now, there's a pretty easy deck with this guy, so let's pick him. And this guy is our summoner. So as you can see, it's allocated 3 mana for the summoner, and now we have 18 mana left to spend. Now, this is just a quickie kind of setup. You need a tank character. In this case, we'll go with this guy as a tank. And this guy, the Crustacean King, has an ability called Tank Heal. And so we'll pick that, and we'll do the Tank Heal. Now, our summoner gives +1 attack to magic damage. So if you look up at the top, you have melee, ranged, and magic. So you can click this button, and it'll highlight all of your magic creatures. And so we have 11 left. So 4, 4, and 3. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have the Enchanted Pixie at the back. I'm going to have the Elven Mystic at the back because he happens to have more hit points. Now, once you have this selected, you can hit Battle. And then it waits for your opponent to finish making their particular team, I guess you call it. And once they make their team, then the battle happens. Now, one way that this game is a little bit different is once you make your teams and you commit the team, you don't make any other choices. So this is kind of, you compare your team to their team, and whichever team is better in comparison wins. Now, you have the option to watch it play out, like play out the battle, and as soon as this thing gets paired up, we'll go ahead and do that. You also have the option of just complete the battle and jump to the end. So if you want to skip all that stuff, you can just, again, jump to the end real quick. Now, here we go. Okay. So they didn't finish. All right, so let's try that one more time. Actually, screw it. Let's try a ranked battle. This should get us a better example. So, again, what we'll do is we'll pick our team. So you have the no modifications and a mana cap of 13. So we're going to create our team. So again, what you do is you pick your guy, and we'll pick this guy again. And then we have 10 mana left. So that's kind of a tough one, actually. Let's go with this guy, and we got 3 left. So do we have any magic ones that are 3? We got that one and that one. So I'm going to pick this guy, and I have 1 left, and I'm going to stick an albatross in the back. And that'll basically pick up any random hits. So hopefully this will work out good for us. So let's try battling. And so again, we just commit the battle, and then we wait super, super patiently for this thing to do our battle. Okay. So the enemy is down here, and ours is up here, and it may fluctuate. It sometimes goes either way. Now, what happens is we can just, once you hit rumble, it'll play out the round, and you can skip to the results if you want, and that'll just skip this whole thing and have it resolved. Now, as you can see, the monsters fight it out, and they have various abilities. And like as you can see right here, you see the ice pixie up there in the corner. The ice pixie does magic damage, and that bypasses the shield. So as you can see, this pixie's going to kill that monster right there, and then it works its way through the ranks like that. And this particular one, it says that it's a range attack, so it can't attack from the front spot. And so we won our first battle. Now, when you win a battle, you basically rank up. So what happened for me is my rank in the league increased by 22 points, and I also got 0.003 DEC, and that's the coinage for the currency, the in-game currency. So I won one of my battles. Now, there's also daily quests, and you can see here, you have details for your daily quest. In this case, win 5 ranks with the Earth Splinter. And so, and your reward is 1 loot chest. Now, what you can do, and this is the thing that's sort of kind of interesting, is as I talked about before with these coins, what you can do is you can go to the market and you can rent cards. So let's see, let's look at, you can pick roles. So let's pick a summoner, and let's pick I need the Earth Splinter. Here we go, the Earth Splinter. All right, so if you wanted to, what you could do is you could rent a summoner. Now, Mylar right here, Mylar Crowling, he is the current scourge of the Bronze Leagues. And so what you can do is you basically select him, and then if you look here, you have all the cards that are for rent. And it has the price for sale. Well, let's actually change that for rent. All right, so you have the cards for rent. and it has DEC per day, and you can pay in DEC or you can pay in credits. So what we want is we want to rent a level 1 summoner. So let's rent this one for 10 DEC a day or 10 credits. So it's going to cost us a penny. So we're going to rent this guy, and we're going to rent him for 2 days. So it's going to cost me 143 credits to rent him, and it's going to be a total of 286 credits. So we're going to rent this guy, and we're going to hit OK, and so we rent him. And we wait patiently. Oh, I got to get my master password for my account. Okay. So basically, I'm going to sort that out in just a minute. But what you do is you basically get to use your master password, you rent him, and then you can use him in your battles for the next 2 days. And after you do that, what you can do... don't update. All right, so what you can do after that is, like, let's say you want to find a good monster. So good monsters wise, what you want is there's basically a 2-card combo. You want a wood nymph. Where is she? Where is the wood nymph? I might have scrolled past her already. Did I scroll past her already? Maybe. Where are you, wood nymph? Here we go. You want to rent a wood nymph. The reason you want to rent a wood nymph is because she restores a portion of the monsters in the first spot's health. So if you rent her for 0.0014 cents a day, or 0.0014 dollars a day. So you can rent her for 2 days. And then you may want to rent one of the other ones. Like, I like this guy. This guy's pretty entertaining. He does magic damage, and he resurrects the first guy. And so what you're going to want to do, though, is you're going to play a Wood Nymph, and you're going to want to play a Unicorn Mustang. And the Unicorn Mustang is one of the free cards you get that you can play with. So you put the Unicorn Mustang in front. You put the Wood Nymph somewhere behind. And then I'm also kind of partial to... Where is he? There's like a wood elemental or an earth elemental. This guy. The earth elemental. He's a ranged guy with a decent amount of life for 3. So you can like put him in the back if you want and take care of any like the sneak attack, like the sneak attack type stuff. And that plus the summoner, and the reason the summoner is so good, the reason Mylar is so good is he gives all your monsters the Thorns ability. And what the Thorns ability does is whenever a monster gets hits, it does the Thorns damage back, which is either 2 damage or 1 damage if they reduce it. So all your monsters hit back. Now, so what happens is the mechanics of what's going on is you have this big Unicorn Mustang in front that does decent damage and takes a beating. He also takes reduced magic damage, which really helps. So you have that. Then you have the Wood Nymph to heal the Unicorn Mustang each time. And she also does magic damage. And then you may or may not, depending upon your points, you have the Earth Elemental in the back row to deal with people attacking the back row. And the Earth Elemental shoots for damage as well. So this gives you a decent kind of setup. And you really only need to rent the Wood Nymph. So you rent the Wood Nymph and you rent Mylar, and then the Earth Elemental and the Unicorn Mustang are part of your free cards that you can play with, and that'll do a huge amount of work in getting you through like early Bronze League, and you can actually combine that with, if you want, you saw the strategy that I used for the practice game and the other game. If you play this guy, he makes all your magic monsters have +1 magic attack. And then what you can do is you can pick magic guys and use them to attack. You basically, like I did, you pick like the fairies and that kind of stuff. So you'd play like I'd recommend renting. Where's it at? This guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. The Ice Pixie is one of your free cards. You can use that. The Turtle, which I used as the front tank, is a free card. And let's see. You want Magic Wise. She's a free card. You can use her. She does magic. I'd pick up a Venari Wavesmith. And the reason for that is the Venari Wavesmith gives all your friendly monsters +2 armor, which can make a huge difference. And depending upon how much renting you want to do, you might want to rent a Captain's Ghost, which is a high damage magic guy, or a decent magic guy. And also, actually, I really liked this guy. This guy was pretty cool. The Lobster Damus. But again, we're getting into a little more expensive rental stuff. And anyway, you can look at this stuff. And like this guy's obviously good, but he's very expensive. So anyway, if you go with those 2 decks when you're starting out, and for basically $10 to buy the spellbook so you can advance in the league, and then $10 worth of coins to get you started, and you should be able to basically rank up pretty quickly. And the reason you want to rank up is you want to basically get the season ending stuff, and you also want to get your daily quests, and that'll let you get cards and various things and start progressing into the game. Now, I can tell you that one problem I ran into is not having really any experience with any kind of crypto. Really, the only easy way for me to put money into this was to use PayPal to buy the credits. If you have access to like lots and lots of crypto, or you're deep into crypto already, then if you wanted to play, it should be much easier just to transfer crypto over. So anyway, if you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I hope y'all have an excellent day.